Welcome to Dan ARG YouTube. Pastor Sazuwa don't accuse Pahitro, say he get personal hatred for Pastor Ize Iyamu because of the things where they talk about Pastor Ize Iyamu. Now this one come make Pahitro send message to Pastor Sazuwa. Say pastor supposed to lead by example. Make I leave you now, make you hear from Pahitro. The message we get for Pastor Sazuwa.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon, everybody. Happy Sunday to everybody. For those of you who went to service today, but those of us who went to job, well done, everybody. May His Lord, with His special grace be upon you and your family, the entire household. Today, I will not be staying too long because I have so many things to do in my house today. But I'll just briefly, because I wanted to come here today due to the request of my fans and followers. But please let me remind everybody, if you know you are my fans and you follow me, know that from after this month, we will not be broadcasting here again. We'll be broadcasting on our official page called The Watchdog. I will publicize it out there. If you click it, just follow us there. I send invitations to more than 2,000 followers. But up to now, I've not seen up to about 300 accepting the fellowship, But you need to, because if you want to enjoy my program, you can watch us on Watchdog, both here and YouTube, very soon. But on Watchdog, from next month, you'll be watching us in a page called The Watchdog. Watchdog. The Watchdog means that you know what it means to be a watchdog, like an assassin dog that is guiding or watching properties, or property of the owner, you understand? So, Nigeria belongs to us. We live in diaspora, so I stand as a watchdog. I will try to limit in taking side in things that I like or not. This time around I want to be a little bit neutral in issues that I discuss. But meanwhile, I had an invitation. I wanted to speak about Obi Kubana in details of what I was trying to explain the other day. I have no special grudges against Obi Kubana. I wish I would be like him. But the fact is that I was annoyed on the way they messed up money in the show. And I intend to explain details. People don't want to hear me speaking out. They say he owns his money, he will use it the way he likes. No. The money does not belong to him. He has a position. He's in position of that money, okay? But that money is a legal tender from the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Okay? So, get it clear. You pay for your passport. You own your passport. But it belongs to the federal government of Nigeria. Any country, ask. That's the more reason why they can take it from you anytime, any day. Okay, that is also what the same conditions follows money. And we are also having other issues concerning this new friend of mine who is on Facebook of recent, trying to distinguish Igbanke, Agbo, those Igbozo people from getting them close to the Igbos, more than the those. Well, as I said before, I will not be here to start dragging those who are Benin or those who are from original Benin or those who are not from original Benin. But my stand remains the same, that the three tribes in Nigeria are the major problem we have in Nigeria. The Igbos, the Yorubas, and the Hausas are the major problem we have in Nigeria. The day they concluded that Nigeria is Wazobia, that was the day they mixed it all. And that was the day they would never get peace again until they realized that Nigeria is more than Wazobia. The reason why the Easterners are trying to drag everybody to the East now is because they want to solidify that issue that South is Igbos. So that the West, nobody can argue with the West, then the North, nobody can argue with them. The Middle cannot even talk any longer over that decade. Either we stay as one Nigeria or we divide even 20 places. The possibility of having 3 nations in Nigeria is not going to work out. One market. Write it down the way I said it today. But anyway, that is not the reason why I'm here today. The reason why I'm here today is quickly to honor the invitation given to me by one pastor. That is the way he described me to say one Hitro. Later he not said per Hitro. Anyway, in my topic there I said we must live by, how do I call it? How do I write it there? I've forgotten what I wrote there. Please, you are seeing this thing there, Abby? You're seeing the in my page there. What did I write there? Quickly, let me see. I said we as a Christian must live by example and something like that. I don't know what I wrote there. Please, I cannot say through this message any longer. No. I think I can do that. I can do that. Please, just 2 minutes, please. I just want to remember what I wrote there. The pastors has to lead by example. That's what I said. I guess so. Hold on. Okay, men of God are supposed to lead by example. Okay, that was what I wrote there. For those of you who are still finding it difficult to tell me what I wrote there, but I'm true. The men of God are supposed to lead by example. I was in my cool house 2 days ago. Yeah, 2 days ago. A friend of mine notified me that one Pastor Sazua said some things about me, concerning me rusticating Ize Iyamu on Facebook. Well, and when he spoke, he said a lot of things there. You see, it is true that when somebody judge any issues or whatever you do to them or you do wrong to them, they bring out a point where you offended them. They don't talk the story, the whole story. They pick out an area where you will be guilty of, but they don't say the whole story. This is what you did. So when I said men of God need to lead by example, it's a message straight to Pastor Sazua. That as a pastor that you said you are, you claim you've seen me 1 or 2 or 3 occasions like that, but I don't know where. I believe you live in Italy because of your number, but I have not seen you. If I've seen you, I don't even take notice of you. It is not me. I'm not meaning to try to downgrade you or try to humiliate you or belittle you. No. I'm a man before Facebook that I was known. If people that knows me are more than those who know me on Facebook. On a very serious note, I'm not raking. I should be one of the most popular Nigerian person in Italy here. If you want to count 10 names in Italy here, it's not by spraying money in the party or when talking about political issues, talking about social issues, when talking about anything you can think about in Italy here, I should be one of the big 10 names in Italy. In Europe, I should be 20. I don't do exhibition. I stopped MC for close to 15, 20 years ago. So you should understand what I'm talking about. So I have a lot of fans that are physical, and I have a lot of fans that are theoretically, and I have a lot of fans that are on Facebook. You understand? I have a lot of fans that never even see me, or they don't follow me, but they love me. Okay. Now let's go straight to the point. I was accused of attacking Ize Iyamu. Pastor Sazua said I claimed that Ize Iyamu was the deputy governor of Edo State for 8 years. And he said that I should stop lying against Ize Iyamu. That the election has come and passed. Ize Iyamu contested, he lost. He went to court, he lost. That he has stayed put in his house peacefully. That we should let him rest in peace. Pastor, I believe you just follow one way. As a pastor, you need to have diversity of understanding of issues. You understand? Well, I believe you are following one way. I believe you are an IPO member. And as a pastor, you see, Jesus Christ said, give what belongs to Caesar, and what to God. If you are a Christian, follow the movement of Christianity. Win souls to God. I don't campaign for politicians. Okay? We are into social politics, okay? I'm an activist, and I'm also into social politics. And so you are a pastor, face your pastoral issues, okay? It's a pity that in more than 266 messages that I've given out in Facebook here, I've mentioned Ize Iyamu during the period of campaign. And after the election, have never one day come out on the topic of Ize Iyamu until or except the IPO member always want to lay assault on Obaseki, telling us that we voted for the wrong person. So if they say we voted for the wrong person, 2 persons contested, meaning we are supposed to vote for Ize Iyamu. So they always bring your pastor out of the issue. So there's no way, no way. I'm going to repeat again, there's no way you can ever talk about Delta maybe you're talking about you want to describe Bender State those days with the East without mentioning River Niger or the bridge. How can you go to discuss issues concerning politics in those states without mentioning Obaseki? It's not possible. So when we talk about politics, there are two major people that we know in those states. It was Ize Iyamu and Obaseki. So if they said we made a mistake of voting Obaseki, it means we're supposed to have voted Ize Iyamu. So I'm not the one that brought in your master to the issue. It is your friends, your followers, your people like you that brought them into the scene that makes me to talk to Ize Iyamu. And go and ask Andrew Emofo, who lives in Piacenza. I continue saying it. He was the only legitimate supporter of Ize Iyamu who did as a Democrat, who acted very well, who called and said, congratulations, friends as before. Politics is gone. And since you refuse to tell us the story, I'm now constrained to play my video for everybody to hear all the lies you lies against me. You said I said Ize Iyamu was a deputy governor, that he was also a governor. Okay, that you also said I know Ize Iyamu very well. I visited him in his house. We are friends for a very long time. Okay, so let's hear out what I said before I now start talking with you. How come you never knew when I attacked the governor when they show us the road they constructed in Akoko Edo? Okay. How come you never know when they said many projects were abandoned in Benin that I spoke to the governor too? Okay. How come you've not taken that statement from me that I have no permanent friend, no permanent enemy on Facebook? Pastor, I would advise you to face your pastorate issues and leave politics alone, because I will respect you and the name pastor today. I will not use any utterances that will look like insult or arrogant words for you, but never. And I will urge you to come out publicly to apologize to me for lying against me. From now till 1 week. If you don't do so, then I will replicate you the way I best know that I was trained to do. Because you wanted to bring out my kind of person that I have a personal grudges against Ize Iyamu. You did not reply or did not say anything about what my friend in Sweden said concerning Obaseki. I support Obaseki and I stand by him anytime, any day. So those of you who stand by Ize Iyamu will always fight for his interest. So I fight for the interest of Obaseki, no matter the person, no matter how high the person is in Nigeria. I'm telling you, from any angle, politically, traditionally, in any level, if you say anything that I know that is not founded true against Obaseki, I will replicate you. Enough is enough. Okay? Now, my fellow fans, be patient with me. As I said, I'm expecting somebody to come to do some job in my house, so I will not be I will not stay too long on this place here. Let's see. Let's hear what Pastor said, the accusation he gave to me. Then I will play what I did. What I said on my program. So I will know whether he's a believer, he's a pastor, whether I'm the one that is lying or the pastor is lying against me. I will leave you fans to judge us, because enough is enough. Echo. This is the video that the pastor did, just 2 minutes. It was on YouTube. Hold on.
I won't be long on this broadcast. I want to
please listen very carefully.
Quickly address some things that needs to be addressed, because it is good to always speak the truth. It is good to always speak the truth. Good evening, everybody. I listened to good day, good afternoon, good morning.
You greeted before, go ahead.
At any time you are seeing this video, good day to you. I listened to a video that was done by Itro. I listened to a video that was done by one Itro. Nothing personal anyway, no, nothing personal.
You sure?
But I just want to address the truth. I just want to address some things. I listened to a video done by one Pa Itro who lives in Italy.
Nice, not Pa Itro.
Which I happen to also know because we've met on 1 or 2 occasions like that.
You don't mean it?
There is a certain video you did recently. You mentioned that Ize Iyamu was a deputy governor for 8 years. I listened to it. I saw maybe it's a slip of tongue.
Not yet.
Maybe it's a slip of tongue. I didn't want to respond. I pondered about it. When I heard you said it, I laughed. I just laughed. I pondered about it. Then I said, let me respond because we can't keep sending a wrong message concerning people. Now, even if you don't like Pastor Ize Iyamu, even if you hate him, you don't want him to be governor, no problem. There's nothing wrong. You voted for a different candidate, no problem. There's nothing wrong.
I campaigned for a different candidate. I didn't vote.
But don't lie on him. Don't lie on his head. That's what I came to address. Don't lie on him.
Go ahead, sir.
He didn't win the election. He's not dragging the election with anybody. He did not. He has gone to court. He lost it.
But he didn't drag it
no
to.
problem.
But he went to court.
Say what he didn't. He has never been. You said Ize Iyamu was deputy governor for 8 years. He was never a deputy governor. Ize Iyamu has never been a deputy governor.
Giadome was a deputy governor.
He was in the government of Lucky Benedion as chief of staff and as SSG. Chief of staff cannot decide anything.
You mean it?
SSG cannot decide anything. You say he was chief of staff for 8 years. He was not chief of staff. He's deputy governor for 8 years. Even the chief of staff, he didn't do it for 8 years. There were other chief of staffs before he even came in. So don't, it's like you have personal hatred
for Ize Iyamu.
Towards Ize Iyamu, Mr. Hitro. It's not good. Don't do that.
Okay.
Don't hate him. You say you know him, you have been to his house, he's your friend. Is it not your friend that you would have wanted to be better?
So I say Ize Iyamu is my friend.
Better candidate than Obaseki, those who contest. I don't understand you. There are better candidates. Ize Iyamu was a better candidate. And you have no proof to say he was not a better candidate. Whether you say you know him before or because of the story you heard, it's not true. Because the man has never governed. Obaseki has governed now. We have seen he has not done anything.
You see?
Significant.
This is a pastor.
Obaseki is the one you voted for. But Ize Iyamu has never been governor. That is what I want to clear. He has never been.
Good. I didn't say Ize Iyamu was a governor. I didn't say he was a deputy governor. I did not say he's my friend. I didn't say I'll be visiting him in his house. Okay. So you people now listen to my own part of the story. I won't say it with my mouth. The video I did that he say he listened to. This is to tell you though who they are. Who they are. All those millennial pastors. I won't want to insult you, but I request an apology for lying against me as a pastor. If you don't, it's not a threat. If you don't, I will use you as a topic for 1 month. Hold on. 2 minutes. You can't just ramp your mouth on me and just go free like that. Next time you think well. I'm not a man you can push anywhere. Hold on, my brother. Don't tell a story. Let's hear Pastor Sazua first. For a start, you said Hitro. In age, I think I should be senior to you. You should know that. Nobody will tell you that. Okay. Okay. Does not mean that I'm an old man. Okay. I continue saying that. Okay. I'm not an old man. I'm a very strong young man. Okay. But by age, I should be senior to you. And if you say you know me very well, you describe me, your program, supposedly you don't know. Me, I'm not even seeing you. Will I have described you less than a pastor now? No. I said, Pastor Sazua. Do I say, you see, when you start complaining of things, you speak from both sides of your mouth. What you speak is not what is in your heart. Okay? But don't forget that You think, because the Bible says, what comes out of a man defies a man. You don't understand. The Bible says things according to the situation, and condition you are at that very moment. Hold on. Let me quickly go to my brokers, my fellow Nigerians. Be patient with me. You know, somebody like my brokers very short, and today I will shout. And I don't know how my voice at all. I want echo. This is the brokers. This is the brokers I did. But hold on. No. I play this music before I start. When I hold on, wait.
So no, we say thank you to Bermuda.
Hold on, please.
Okay, I'm not value for your money. Okay.
Listen.
So let's start from somewhere.
Okay.
Yesterday, I listened to one of my beautiful presenters from Sweden.
I was replying my Swedish friend.
To pronounce.
When I listen to
you know why? With all due respect, I love what you said yesterday. Some of your fans was trying to rap mad. I love the way you quickly.
I recommend the guy too, because the way he controls his fans.
We are all here to share our views. You understand? We are all here to share our views. We are all here to say what we know best. Say, okay. And this is your right, your fundamental human right, to kick against me, inbox me while you don't agree with what I said. I will explain details to you. We can even converse together. You can even convince me. And if I'm wrong, I will come back here and say either way. What I said last week or last 2 weeks was wrong. This is the correct issues, okay? Social media is not here for insult. It's here to educate and enlighten ourselves, okay?
Please be fast, Itro. Let's hear
from Sweden, I want to try to catch your name because yesterday, can somebody help me to give me my friend's name in Sweden? The one that was online yesterday night that I think I commented on his platform.
Itro, go ahead, please. Let us hear what you spoke about Ize Iyamu. This is the important issue.
My friend from Sweden is because of what he said yesterday. That they said Obaseki renovated 196,000 schools. The whole Nigerian school, they reach like that. So
these are things that I said.
People who blog without having details. It is not an official statement from the government. It's not an official statement from Obaseki. Go to his wall. You will never see such thing in his wall. I follow him. Check his wall. Anything that is written out in the wall there is an official. It's official. Just the same thing of this artificial people twisted and rain insult to the many people because you people thought that we are not loyal to the palace. We are loyal to, we are subject to the Oba. Okay. But we analyze things the way it's supposed to be. Nobody's against anything at all, or any place at all. I'm not somebody you can just say, well, if not ask, check. As they disgrace everybody reach for social media here, they say they're nuisance or tyrants. Have you seen my picture there once and go there? No. I criticize constructively. Okay. I tell you my reason. And I have no permanent friend or permanent enemy. Though I supported Obaseki, but I'm not a fan of PDP. Neither am I a fan of APC. Okay. My change to have sympathy for PDP was because of the shame they never let happen in Edo State to grant candidacy to Obaseki. Now let's go back to the point. You said Central Park. You showed one video yesterday. I was so disappointed. No, die. So that is the reason.
I was not even talking to this man, Pastor. I was replying somebody who we are trying to bring down the work Obaseki has done. But this is not what I want to talk about. What I spoke about Ize Iyamu, I want to hear that, please. Please don't be annoyed at my fans. Hold on.
Get used to long-term progress, a long-term program.
Hold on, let's see what that is here.
Development, long-term investment, not short terms. Because this is the problem we have now in Nigeria. Everybody wants everything to happen. Everybody wants to have money. Everybody wants to see good rules. Everybody wants to see lights being constant now.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to see no criminal in the street. That there's no criminal in the street now. Everybody wants to see accountability in the government now. But none of us has ever thought of planning the foundations right from the beginning, right from 1960 when we got the independence. Nobody looked back to see where we get it wrong. Because Rome, as they said, was not built in a day.
In a day.
That parable was said 3,000 years ago. And today is still valid. Rome was not built in a day. Not even in a year. Because it is a continuous infrastructure or structures that you lay down that is continuously maintaining that give you the best result in 50, 60 years to come. That is what we call long-term investment, long-term infrastructure planning, long-term discipline, long-term self-reliance, long-term exporting of your talent and materials or productions outside. A long-term gain value for your money. Okay, so let's start from somewhere. Yesterday, I listened to one of my beautiful presenters from Sweden, my friend. Your name, they asked me to pronounce. I will start by you. You know why? With all due respect, I love what you said yesterday. Some of your fans was trying to rap, but I love the way you quickly educate them that we are all here to share our views. You understand? We are all here to share. See, these are the whole, the foundation of the system in Edo State that he has put together.
Please, I'm trying to check out the place exactly when I spoke about my friend Ize Iyamu. That's what I'm trying to find out. Because I have a very bad network system. I don't know what is really going on with my network. Unfortunately, this is really giving me a very big. Anyway. I will still play it before I finish this program. What I said was that I said Ize Iyamu was second in command in the Benedict government.
Everything can think about.
He and the Benedict were schoolmates.
You now know exactly what is going out of the post, what is coming to the account of the people. You said Oshomole constructed a hospital in Benin. Well, you are correct. But we got to find out it was a total fraud. How much did Oshomole borrow?
Okay. I'm sorry, very sorry, very, very sorry. It's very disappointing. I don't know what is wrong with my network today, but I can rectify it. Okay, let's see whether we can continue with that conversation with me again, because I know that I kept those records there before. Go ahead.
To do all those things he did, and how much did he pay back before he left?
Okay.
Check your Google. The facts are there. So do you expect the governor to start borrowing again when the one that they borrowed they didn't pay has not been paid? Nobody talks about how the bills, how the debt was paid. Why did Obaseki channel out that hospital to private? Because there was no money to finish up the furniture, and there was no money to establish the hospital to start functioning properly. They were supposed to be.
I said that thing at one.
And you were all crying. How can he privatize it? People came out, those who were learned in Benito came out insulting him, saying, "Why should he privatize it? It is better we have expensive service that function very well than to have the one that is not expensive that does not function very well." This is my school of thought. Okay, this is what I believe. Right? Now, let's go straight to issues that is very, very important. All this is we're talking about. Now let's look at the legacy and the story of these two gentlemen that people are supporting today that you are calling Lord.
Okay,
Lord.
it should be this place.
Jesus, Lord. Oshomole came to Benin 12-14 years ago with less than 500,000 naira in his pocket.
We are knowing another. We know another of that. I spoke about Oshomole.
Labour Party, 500,000. He rented a hotel, was staying in a hotel, begging everybody to support him to come to governor. I spent money at that time to my elder brother, following up the case Boba to Boba, because I wanted Oshomole to come back to power. We never wanted Oshomole to be there when he lost the election. Do you know that the fund was raised by this same Obaseki? 30 million was raised that he used to take an apartment near James Watt. Jeremy. I told you all this story before. So, you made me, I made you. Right? I made you a governor. Obaseki brought in intellectuals and though investors. Hold on. Together and brought Oshomole. Oshomole said it all in his campaign for Obaseki. So that shouldn't be a lie. He didn't continue with the agreement. I don't doubt that. These are two gentlemen agreement. I will not say Oshomole was lying, Obaseki was lying, or both of them were lying. I'm not interested about that. But I'm only saying the gospel truth that I knew about Obaseki was what Oshomole told us. The monarch even confirmed me to us that when they met one-on-one, when his tenure was ending, he personally asked Obaseki, Oshomole, this is his profile. I followed him All the numbers are there. Hold on.
Please, I'm so sorry. I just want to hear that statement before I move forward.
Now, sincere men, when it so and so for Salino Sumbo, Michael Zako, men, all these people, they are all there. Obaseki is forwarding to put eyes in the artifact. I told you guys, if Obaseki brought this artifact back to Benin, or to the palace, or to the Benin, or to anywhere at all, is he going to take it to his father's house? No. Is he going to spend 2-3 years more than that in the power? No. I've always been saying it. Even if the palace decided to build a place for them, they need people to sojourn with them, to invest money on it. The palace alone can build a standard, international standard museum for that. So federal government has not seized those property, and the property has not come yet. The law says that no nations have any treaty with a state or a traditional ruler, except state to state, sovereign state to sovereign state. But the sovereign state cannot do it without carrying out. It's being detained now in Metropolitan Police Station in Scotland Yard in UK.
You see the reason why I wanted to listen to what I said, because please, if you have time, go back to my page at Watchdog, listen to this thing from the beginning to the end, and find out whether I said Ize Iyamu was the deputy governor of Edo State, or he was the governor of Edo State. You understand? Or I said I used to visit him at his house and he's my personal friend. No, or he's my friend. I said my club was opportunity to visit the governor's house while Glock was swearing in the chief magistrate.
What happened after the war?
In that time, it was Ize Iyamu that was directed to see us. At that time, the gentleman was just if he go ahead like our vice president now. Ize Iyamu was the second in command in Edo State. I stand and I maintain that statement, and I'm going to regret that statement. I will not withdraw it. It is a fact. If you see Gbedejo that time, you see Ize Iyamu. You understand me? Hold on. Let me see what I understand our Juko issue.
This is not their aim and objective. By embarrassing your fellow Igbo people or fellow Nigerians outside, because why did this beast not throw off his Nigerian passport?
I remember I said something like that concerning this guy. It was in the beginning. I want you to listen to that thing I said. May I know first. If you reach there, I will play out to you understand me? I will play out to you. So when Pastor Sazua came out and was specified on that issue, it means that you yourself, you hate Obaseki. You belong to the same elite that hate Obaseki. And let me tell you one thing. They talk if you Obaseki do, wow, when they do. I'm telling you today now, the way I read people's hearts. They talk they do to wow, okay, Magu Wana where a bearing. Oh, one of Obaseki, a bearing. Yati story wakakabo say, Oba e Buddha, or Obaseki. Oba ye Yokwo, yo vie no Baseki too. Yati go and read the story very well. Urwen cousins, Henry. When okay, na make na leluwa, ne me kina ta we like do, wa we mo ba wa respect oba wa we all you were actually nonsense what I love Facebook now. Nobody na be able do no anything like that na we no bata say no. To be a president or to be a king does not mean you are 100% has the best idea in the world. What am a PA? What am a secretary? There are people also advise everybody, no matter how great you are. But what I take it personally, I don't have personal hatred for Ize Iyamu. Tell your IPO member people to stay clear from the issue. 4 + 4, talk back, or ban it, and let it conclude it. Or you can contest for any position. While sponsoring anybody. But what I said, I still said again, what I made is Ize Iyamu, in case I in our article. This is where I stand, and I remain there, and I will not go back on my words. I don't eat my words. Okay, so Sekerina telling about Pastor Osazua, I will like this video. People will hear it. You can't come out at a comfortable time and say, you lie against me. You can't lie against me. And you say you are a pastor. I wonder who you pastor. I wonder the kind of church you pastor. I wonder the people you can lay your hands on their head and pray for them when you cannot speak the truth in the public. So among all what I discussed, even our players that was assaulted in the train, even concerning the Biafra issue, even concerning artifact issue, you never saw anything in that issue. Only that issue concerning Ize Iyamu, that is your interest inside. So we are some daigbe. Omagi yerogo viere ni egbele basansun. O ma she o pastor. O ma she. Do gile ene. You would have embossed me and talk to me. If I understand what you told me and I agree with you, I will come out and correct myself. I do corrections. It is hard time Nigeria start. You understand? Getting used to long-term progress and long-term programming. So we must learn how to say the truth anytime, any day. Fine, you did not use vulgar insult on me, but you used diplomatic insult in me. Diplomatic insult in me. A man of my caliber, you telling me that I'm lying, deceiving people. What did I say? That's a lie. I said, Ize Iyamu is somebody that I know very well. When you know somebody very well, I follow. I said, go and listen to my sermon. I follow up his tracks. Okay. Even when he managed to finish school in Uniben, when he was doing this contract to write a contract of landed properties for land, of house buying, rent, send the video to him. He will know what I'm talking about now. He might not remember what I'm talking about, but at least if he reflects his memory, he will know what I'm talking about now. He was not even having a studio at that time. We are not friends. We can't be friends. He's senior to me. He can be my friend. Oba said he cannot be my friend. We attended the same school, but he was far senior to me in school. Okay. I have never seen Obaseki physically. I continue saying it. I always spoke with him in a conference meeting. You understand? So you don't just come out at a comfortable time and start saying things that I did not say. Don't explain people's words in your own understanding. Say it the way you hear it. It is only the person that owns the statement, that owns the words, that can explain it the way he wants. You have every right to understand it the way you like, but you have no right to explain it the way you like, because you are not the one that say it. If I talk to you anyhow, and you take it as if an insult, it is in you. You take it. You can have right to claim malice for me. When I greet you, you tell me, no, don't talk to me again. This is what you say. I said, no, that is not what I mean. That is not what I meant by that statement. You said, this is what you understood by that statement. I said, sorry, if you understand it that way. No coming at analyzing things that you don't know. You assume what concerns a pastor. If Ize Iyamu is really a pastor, let him face pastoral issues. Let him win souls to God. Let's lead social life for us. And I have no personal hatred against Ize Iyamu. I attack Kabaka here. I praise Kabaka here too. I don't listen to. I have legacy. Check my Facebook records, profile, my track. I don't have permanent friend. If I go to Nigeria December, if I decide to visit Kabaka, I will go and visit him. Amici come prima. Friends remains the same. My brother, we are here now. It was politics. Say what? Say what? During politics, I can lie against you to win. But after politics, I don't lie against you. What I said. You understand? They continue contemplating on issues that are there for 60 years. It's getting too much. Let's peace reign. Wagya rule. Okay, this is the place. This is the place. This is the place. Hold on. Let me go back. Just be watching it. This is Central Park. Oh no. Look at the Central Park. No, it's shy. Okay. The building is already ready there. Okay. But they are. Okay. Where there's no good management established down to maintain the street lights. I was just there just now. Thousands, millions of naira of staying in street light. I told you guys that in Selu Lagos Street, that where I stay, 3 times in Commission Street light in that place there. Just 2 minutes, please. I saw it just now. I want to hear people to hear that thing. But although everybody knows when you comment, people know who's commenting anyway. So let me start from there. Because I found out that most people belongs to IPO. Not the IPO, sorry. POI, they call that. So, Ize Iyamu group. Okay. Refuse or we should please let the civil that I was only advising them to forget about the political issues that pass. Going on that they're talking about any longer. This is my view anyway. They continue contemplating on issues that are there for 60 years. Okay. They are going to be solved after 16 years of PDP with Ize Iyamu and co. Okay, listen. Ize Iyamu spent 8 years as the second in command in the second in command. Years. I remember my club here visited the governor's house at that time through the help of our patron. We visited the governor. And the first issue we raised to Ize Iyamu at that time because the governor couldn't receive because it was sworn in. Is able to receive us. Chief judges I remember that time magistrate in Edo State. We said, look, it is not to Kota Road or Great Road. Listen, my friends. Have big buildings, you know, great schools, from many offices. Okay, but you must get a very good, solid foundation. If you don't have a well-structured system in the state, anything you establish will go down the drain within 2-3 years. My friends, una don't hear what I talk, Nabi? Una don't hear that? I said Ize Iyamu was the second in command in Edo State. The vice governor was nonsense. We knows that. Ize Iyamu was a classmate and best friend. The father of Ize Iyamu and Igbenedion himself, Gabriel, were a close par. They grew up together. They were close friends. The vice governor never participated in anything in Edo State for that 8 years. Go check the history. Check the records. I never say he's the vice governor. I say he was the second in command in terms of government activities. Can you compare Ize Iyamu to the other chief of staff in Edo State? Nonsense. How can you compare Ize Iyamu with those people? What I said, I remain what I said. And I did not say that I know him for a long time. That is my personal friend. I said I was opportunity to visit my club, gentlemen quarters, visited the governor's house through the help of our patron, Eboegbe, the chief accountant general of Igbenedion Holdings. I said everything here. So why did you leave all those things and just paint it the way you like? This is how you people seek fake miracles in church. And speak in fake tongues in church. Lay hands on people. Add to their problem. Because you lie against me. Pastor Zazua, come out and tell me you made a mistake. You didn't hear what I said very well. Within 5 days. Otherwise, Naija Watch, stay clear from this issue. Don't interfere on this issue until he comes out to say he was sorry, he misunderstood what I said. Claro, my friends, I'll be out again later in the day for the real topic because I intend to speak to Obi Kubana and my friend. My friend is Spain. What is the emancipation of the colored movement? What is his name? Secretary formally to hold on. Secretary to remember before the lion and the tiger. I want to talk to him. Some advice. I'm not going to be mad at him, but I want to give him some advice.
Wow, Jesus!
I need some advice. He needs some advice from me because I've been watching his video lately, and I never wanted to reply him. But this time around, I will talk something. I will tell him something that though the Bible said the kingdom of God taken it by force, doesn't mean that you be violent and insultive and disrespectful to other people that do not buy your idea. You see, because good product advertise himself. Can somebody give me his name back again, please? What's Andrew? They call him. Maybe he won in Spain. Let me see. What is his name? Please give me his name, please. Give me his name. International. They come. No, hold on. I remember it's called International Echo. International Association for Improvement of Colored People, led by one, what's his name again? Oh, I forgot his name anyway. He's in Spain. He spoke about issues that are not supposed to be address in that manner. You know what I'm talking about? I think his name is
To all the lovers of freedom
Stephen.
worldwide.
I've forgotten his name, please. Edwin or Stephen, I've forgotten his name. My fans, please, can you please tell me his name, please? Tell me his name, please. Hold on. I'm talking about this guy. Please, if you know his name, please send it to me, please, quickly. Okay. Send it to me because I'm going to talk about him. I've listened to about 16 of his videos. I decided not to reply him. He spoke at length, even one day using some phrases against me that normally they speak maybe English for Italy here. We were here when they came here to revive our people, to save our people in Italy here. But I didn't want to reply. But I continue seeing him always go violent to people who did not agree with him. He uses some expensive and arrogant words against people who does not believe. If you are a pastor, you are a Christian, then go to open the church and preach to people. You understand? So I'll be back on the issue. I will analyze all his program and I will tell you the areas where he made a very big blunder to everybody. So please, I only came here today to speak to Pastor Sazua. The two issues I have in the ground is that of Obi Kubana and this my friend. So nobody is giving me his name. Wow. So nobody knows him, Abi. All of now when they watch me, they don't know this guy when I talk. So when they were Spain. What's his name? Oh, I think, is that what? I've forgotten his name. I used to have his name before with my brain because doing a bit, no. This is not getting, okay, I can't get his name, but no matter the case, but I'll be coming out later in the day. I'm expecting somebody to come to my house to do some job here. So the noise will be disturbing me on my live video. So keep watch. Tomorrow I'm not going to be at work in the morning. So I'm going to be coming out very late this evening to discuss these two issues, the Obi Kubana issue and my friend, the association, the International Association for Colored People in Africa or whatever. So that he will at least be of more gentle when he's approaching or discussing topics or issues to people who does not buy his idea. It is not compulsory that I must believe what you are saying or follow up what you are saying. We live in a democratic society in the world here. So everybody has his choice and right to follow any path. How many of you are watching me now? 40. Would I say that the people who are not watching me, they are mad or they are not intelligent? They buy no interest in what I'm saying. It's their choice. But yesterday when the movie was doing his birthday party, it raised to 3,700. Even when he's talking something that doesn't even give any, how do I call it? They cannot even improve you in knowledge or anything at all. You see, he get 2,000. Will I now say that people who are watching are fools? No. Good product advertise themselves. It just simply means that the society you live, people who are like you are very few. When you see that people does not buy your idea, in the environment you live or your time, people who buy your ideas are very few. Either they are so low below you or you are so higher above you. Simple as ABCD. So nobody will tell you that because you don't have people who believe in you. Anyway, I said if I say everything, I will not know what to say. I don't have much to say again in the evening. So keep watch, but remember, please, I will not be broadcasting here any longer from next month. I will broadcasting from Watchdog. Very simple. You can see it. Listen, just write it there. Watchdog is my new page that is going to start from next month. All my video will be uploaded there, and you follow me up there. I want to keep Hydro as a platform for private use only, so that to avoid certain things that I don't want to happen any longer that happened the other day. Okay, so I want to switch to that place there, and our YouTube page will also be open after the page in Facebook, also called as Watchdog TV. Okay, I don't want to use anybody's name or my name to anybody, but the purpose why we call it Watchdog is because we are using our microscope to see things that are far that we cannot see with our naked eyes. And the dog represents a security. You understand? Stand as security, and we use the microscope to see far away the enemies that are coming, those injustice, and things that are not happening well in our society. So once again, have a blessed Sunday, and I wish you all a pleasant rest. But don't worry, I know tomorrow is Monday. Most of you will go to work in the morning, but I promise to be earlier so that we'll finish up before 12 in the midnight. I'm going to stay 2 hours online today to discuss these two topics. People want to know the reason why I was against the spreading of that money in Obi Kubana mother's burial. I will explain myself. I'm not against him. I'm not jealous of him. I pray to be like him, as I said before. But I would not want to spend my money the way he's spending his own. Thank you all, and God bless everybody. One love to everybody again. So, one last advice to Pastor Osazua. Listen very well. Clarify statement very well. Clarify the topic very well. If you don't understand, ask questions before you start accusing anybody. So I'm waiting too for your apology. You wanted me to come and apologize for what I said. I've came out to tell you with proof that I didn't say any of those words you said against me. So I'm not leaving you now to see if you can act like a pastor to say, look, well, I misunderstood you. I'm sorry, Paitro. God bless you. And see you later in the day, in the evening. Massimo 10. Thank you. God bless you all.
Now we don't hear from Pahitro, abeg, help us share this video before you go. If you never subscribe to Dan ARG YouTube, try make you subscribe so that make for the hear all the things wey dey happen for Nigeria. Make I leave you now with this video, make you help us share am. Thank you for watching Dan ARG YouTube.